Todd, coming with another lesson through the Spirit and Power Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakaka, preaches truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. This is a quick little lesson through the Spirit and Power Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Lord, wanted this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. Real quick, let me see something before I go into the topic. Want to see if okay, there's no Wi-Fi connection over here. All right, here we go. Let me connect to this Wi-Fi real quick. Just want to see if the live feed is recording. If I can't see, just gotta go through faith. But bear with me 1 second. All right, I got some Wi-Fi connection. Now let me just go to YouTube. Chelsea, can you hear me on the comment board? Chelsea, can you hear me on the comment board? All right, okay, it's recording. Can you hear me on the comment board? All right, okay. All right, so first which I am going to grab is uh uh Timothy, where it say be instant in season and out of season, man. Well, actually, I'm thinking a couple of them now, but I'm gonna just open up with that one. This is Timothy. What is Timothy? Is that Second Timothy 4:2? It say, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So there we go. This is our task. What we supposed to be doing? We supposed to be preaching the word, man. If you're a prophet, you know, you're supposed to be preaching the word. Like Pastor Tar did that video years ago. GMS is a camp of prophets, and a prophet is set up to teach the people, teach the nation of Israel. That's why we throw these lessons up. But it's a preach the word, be instant in season and out of season. So in all seasons, you're supposed to be preaching this word. You're not supposed to be taking breaks. That's why we go out there in the hot. That's why we go out there in the cold. That's why we do live streams. That's why we do lessons throughout throughout the week. Because the word is supposed to be going out to wake up the elect, reprove, correct, rebuke, you know, exhort with all long suffering. Supposed to be exhorting each other. Because the Lord is long suffering. The Lord is full of patience. And He do things on His time. He even give you increase on certain things and on His time. You may not get an increase on something right away, man. You know, and doctrine supposed to be keeping the word like I say, rightly dividing the word of truth. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that real quick. You know, um, what's that? Titus. No, that's not Titus. Or is it Titus? Hold on. 1 second. Let me try to find that real quick. Yeah, it's Timothy actually. Uh, actually, no. Hold on. No, no, hold on. Oh yeah, Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. It says, "Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." So there you go. You be consistent in preaching the word, and you have to continue to study. You have to continue to take notes and um grow in the scriptures, man, so you can continue to preach, and so you can rightly divide the word of truth. You know the correct breakdowns, have the 100% truth. You know, hey, cause the more you take breaks from reading, the more you're not uh mingling with the spirit. You know, you're not getting um acquainted. You know, I wanted to use a better word, but you're not getting intimate with the scriptures, man. These scriptures is like a woman. If you don't give a woman time, what's she gonna do? She gonna leave you and find someone else. And that's what this truth would do. That's what these scriptures would do. It will leave you and give your portion of the spirit to someone else, man. That's why the scriptures say what? Let no man take thy crown. You know, you have to study to show yourself approved. You know, um, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. You know, so it all comes together. It ain't just about doing lessons and going to camp. That's a big part of the ministry, but also working out your own salvation, getting this truth for yourself, taking the time out to get the knowledge for yourself, man. But let me go back to this Second Timothy, because it was more on here. I'm gonna bring back verse 2 again. Second Timothy 3:2. It say, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall not be turned and shall be turned unto fables." You know, because you have these wicked ass 2/3, these fallouts, you know, these people that follow out the other doctrines, man. So you have to be instant in the truth. You have to stand grounded in the truth. But verse 5, which is what I wanted to say, "But that watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make the full proof of thy ministry." And how do you make full proof of your ministry? Going out on the highways teaching, being out there on the streets. You know, that's the number one way you make full proof of your ministry, man. You know, but you have to do the studying behind closed doors. You have to be in tune with the spirit when you off camera, so you can be in tune in the spirit while you on camera, man. You know, um, grab this. Got a couple more I want to grab. Second Peter chapter 1, verse 10. "Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall." So there we go. Give diligence, be consistent in what you're doing with Yahweh Shemiel Shah to make your calling and your election short, man. You know, so you could be delivered, so you could receive the salvation. You do these things, you shall never fall. You know, that this is what we're chosen to do. This is what we're set up to do, to preach the word of the Lord, man. You know, so this is our number one priority. You know, it's that was it on that. Because even Yahweh Shah said that in Matthew 4:34. He said, "Yahweh Shah saith unto them, My meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work." So that was Yahweh Shah's mention. to do the will of the Heavenly Father, which is what he did, and to finish his work all the way to his course was ended. He fulfilled prophecy, man. And that's what we're doing. We're fulfilling prophecy, teaching his word, you know, because we follow after the same steps of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so that's our meat. That's our way is to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man, and to finish, because the work ain't done yet. You know, and even when the times we coming in, when the YouTube is shut off and all that, the work's still not done. It's still gonna be work to do, man. You know. Um, there was another one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna close out with this one. This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. That's the point, man. You gotta finish your course and keep the faith. Because faith without works is dead, man. So with that, we'll close out. Giving all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the honest apostles of this great millstone will. Peace and blessings to the full elect. Shalom and Kwame Yasharala.